Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's me, Wood. Today we are starting on chapters 3 and 4 of Case 9, Death by Moonshine. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. Well, if you want my opinion, the most important thing we learned so far is that the victim had a prosperous business selling moonshine to Bayo. Everyone drinks the stuff, except me. Wait, what is that? Yes, I heard it too, a gunshot you say. They're coming from the boat. Do you think Vanessa's causing trouble again? Yes, I'm ready. Let's hurry there before we miss out on the action. Before someone gets hurt. Corporal Will, tell that stubborn old priest to put his gun down. Corporal Will, tell that filthy alligator dude to put his gun down. Shut up, both of you. One more word and Corporal Will have you. Wait, you can tell us one thing. What's this whole mess about? If it was Joe who pulled his gun first, he started it, Corporal Will. Enough. Corporal Will will search the place while you two get a grip of yourselves. Not a word more. Torn paper. Come on, Will. There's no way Jova and Padre Raphael were arguing over a piece of paper, and the tray's disgusting. Frankly, I'd just chuck it in the river. Just seriously, if we got nothing more interesting to do, I'll just take a nap in the chair deck. It's been a long day. Yeah, I know, you don't need to nag. Well, the paper will be duly restored and the tray searched. I'll help straight away. No, you won't. Oh, that was close. So the paper you restored is a flyer advertising Moonshine. New Pacific Moonshine, only at the Mag. Well, I didn't know Betty Lou sold Moonshine too. Maybe we finally get to taste it. What is it now? Well, what threatening message? The one on the bottom. I told you I won't tolerate competition, Betty Lou. Okay, you have a point there. Well, this threat was obviously intended for a victim. Let's question Betty Lou about it. You found a domino on the tray. Well done for not chucking the whole thing overboard like I told you. You're right. That domino is forged. Someone tried to draw extra dots on it. Who'd fall for such a bad trick, I wonder? No one, that's who. Only that devious devil of a priest dog could be fooled by it. What? Padre Raphael made this crooked domino? Are you telling me that's the reason you two were shooting at each other? Well, I can't deal with these people anymore. They're all crazy. I'm not qualified to help them. You're right, we know the killer plays dominoes. So it's possible that one of these two crazies is not only crazy, but also a murderer. Joe seems eager to talk, I agree. Let's start with him. Betty Lou, have you gotten anything to say about the moonshine flyer and threatening no Corporal Will found on the victim's boat? I told you, I kicked Sammy out of my bar, then I heard the little rascal started to make his own booze, whatever floats his boat. Except that darn moonshine was actually quality stuff. It started to turn customers away from my bar. It pissed me off, so I decided to produce my own moonshine and make sure he knew about it. Betty Lou, I know one has to be tough in your line of work, but kicking the victim out of your bar is one thing. Sending him threatening messages is quite another. The bar is my livelihood, officers. What was I to do? Sit around in the empty lounge and play dominoes with Vanessa? She doesn't even show up for half her shifts. Kids these days, they have no work ethic, Corporal Will. They all want to make a quick buck without hard work, so I have to do everything. I'm too busy to go around killing them now. If you don't mind, I have to go back to work. You know, all hell breaks loose when people don't get their drinks. I caught Padre cheating at dominoes. A priest cheating at dominoes. Did you see that fake piece? Never mind, Padre now. Corporal Will would send him straight, but Sammy Duncan was killed by a domino enthusiast. Can you see where I'm going with that? Sammy and I had more important things to do than play dominoes. We ran a business together in the homemade beverage industry. Our product was already a hit in the Bay. What, the infamous Moonshine Distillery? Sammy ran it with you? I supplied the ingredients. Who better than a poacher? I know the forest like the back of my hand, and the recipe was mine. Honestly, Detective Knight, you should try our product. You understand why I take such pride in it. That I had no reason to kill my partner while business was going so well. What's wrong with these people, Will? I'm out of my depth here in the Bayo. Everyone drinks and argues. Yeah, alright. I drink and argue too, but at least I do it in the city. It's different back there. Is it? I agree, Will. We should go talk to that crazy, cheating, gun-wielding priest. He probably has a rational explanation to all this. Let's go. I know it's the end, Corporal Will. I admit everything. I'm ready to face justice. What? You killed Sammy Duncan? Personally, I thought it was the... No, I didn't kill Sammy Duncan. I cheated Domino's. I can't help it. I'm addicted to the thrill. On the shame. Oh, that? Well, don't beat yourself up about it, Padre. It's human. I mean, I'm a police officer, and sometimes... Of course I beat myself up. I'm the moral compass of this community. I'm the one giving hope to young people like Sammy and Vanessa. I'm supposed to lead by example. Corporal Will, if people in the Bay will learn my secret, no one will play dominoes with me again. Not even that half-wit birdie cornerman. Sammy used to be the only one who knew my secret. That's why I asked him not to tell anyone. It was for everyone's sake in the Bayo. Of course, your priest cheating at dominoes. Biggest scandal of all times. One to kill for, obviously. Right, Padre? What? No, I would never do anything like that, Corporal Will. Well, I'm dying for a drink. Can we just pop back into the Mad Cow for 5 minutes? You're going to suggest it? Really? Oh, I knew you were a good sport, Will. To investigate Frank. What, you mean to search the place for new evidence? Because we still don't know who killed Sammy? Well, we can continue to not know for 5 more minutes, can't we? Really, Will, you are tougher than my ex-wife and Andrea put together. Okay, let's go back to the bar and investigate. Who's your ex-wife? Nice work, Will. You found an axe. Since Sammy's head was hacked off, this could be the missing piece in the bloody puzzle. I see you're all set to collect more evidence from it. You want to check what's in that ashtray on the table? Sure, why not? I won't try to talk you out of it, Will. You always end up being right. Excellent job, partner. The blood sample collected from the axe is going to wrap up this case really soon. It's on its way to the lab. You found a button in the ashtray, Will? I don't know. I kind of expected something more exciting. What? You say it looks exactly like the buttons on the victim's shirt? But Will, we found his body in the forest, remember? So how could this button have turned up here? What? You want to bet? Okay, well, you can kiss your $5 goodbye now. Let's go back to the morgue and have a look at the victim's buttons. Okay, no need to rub it in, Will. I owe you a $5. You are right. The button you found in the Mad Cow's ashtray really came from the victim's shirt. And the only way this button could have ended up in the bar if the killer tore it off the victim's shirt and brought it here. You know what, Will? I don't even mind losing the bet. The button will solve the case for us as soon as Jan's had a good look at it. Damn, we're making him do all the work. Well, you must hear this. The blood you collected from the axe contained 2 blood types. One of them matched the victim's blood type, which proves what you already suspected. This axe is the murder weapon. And to go back to the blood sample, needless to say, the other blood type could only have come from the killer. So, we now know the killer's blood type, A-, whoever it is, they're as good as caught, Will. I mean, A-, whatever. Well, I found something interesting on this button you sent me. It's too small for good fingerprints, but I managed to isolate a couple of skin cells on the surface. And on close inspection, the cell membranes exhibited a very specific deformity. It is unique to people suffering from a certain kind of dermatitis. What? Illness sounds promising, Jan. If only I could grasp what exactly it means. It's an eczema, a visible red patch on the skin. The victim didn't have it, so the skin cells can only be the killer's. Look out for the red skin rash and you'll find your killer. Alright, Will, we have all the evidence we need. Arresting the killer will be a piece of cake for you now, and a beer for me straight after. is Joe Littlehat. Joe Littlehat, Corporal Will is arresting you for the murder of Sammy Duncan. What? No, it's all a mistake. I was out poaching that night. I can prove it. I caught 2 alligators. I'm sure both will be happy to testify in court for you, Joe. But Corporal Will found your blood on the murder weapon and your skin cells on the victim's blood button. You were involved in Sammy's Moonshine distillery, and Sammy wasn't called the swindler for nothing. Did he cheat you out of money? The distillery was mine too. I created a recipe, but Sammy never admitted that he needed me. I just wanted a bit of personal recognition and my share of the profit naturally. Aha, is that why you left the domino sign on his skin? Killing him wasn't enough. You had to win the game, didn't you? Doesn't sound like a healthy business partnership to me, Joe. Corporal Will doesn't always agree with me, but in the end, I'm always right. Right, Will? I'm not sure about that one. You question me every time I pick up something, Frank. Well, okay, there was that button and a dog in the forest I didn't want to restore, and literally anything else from the previous cases, yeah. Anyway, we all agree that you're arrested for murder of Joe Littlehat, and that's the end of it. Joe Littlehat, you are accused of the murder of Sammy Duncan. It says here that you chopped off his head with an axe. It's also alleged that you threatened a turtle by the name of Duke, property of Frank Knight, officer of the PB police. Wait, a turtle? Who submitted this charge? My lawyer told me that if I plead guilty to a lesser charge, I may get a shorter sentence for a murder. Really? Law school sure ain't what it used to be. Anyway, you killed Sammy Duncan because he refused to share the profits of your jointly operated moonshine still? Is that true? Sammy had success with the moonshine, but I slipped all the ingredients. Sammy owed me my share, but he wanted to keep all the money to himself. So you hacked his head off with an axe, then tried to stop the bleeding with eggs. I see, you really had faith in your recipes, but the eggs turned out to be a key evidence against you. I just get why you decided to pin that head up on the Mad Cow's trophy mount. Well, it's just something hunters do, and I want to annoy Betty Lou. She always spits in my beer at the Mad Cow. You're sentenced to 25 years, Joe Littlehat, and tell your lawyer I want to speak to his parents. They wasted their retirement fund on his education. All rise. You know, well, I have a feeling that this investigation isn't quite complete yet. Yeah, we still have the next chapter, buddy. Sure, you put the cure behind bars, but don't you feel there is something missing piece? Yeah, a chapter. The moonshine, I never got to taste it. And the chapter. Corporal Will, Frank, I need you to go to the forest and see if those hillbillies left anything from their clandestine distillery. Like plenty of booze, you have nose for choosing your officer's assignments, Andrea. Frank, could you try to be serious for once? I have more than... Alright, yeah, Will. Let's go to the forest before Mommy kicks our butts. Your butt, you mean? Wait, Corporal Will. Hey, Amy, it's been a while since we last seen you. I was on desk duty, but Corporal Will, I'm worried about Vanessa. I heard what happened, her trying to escape. She seems to be in trouble. I feel better if we go check on her. When you're done in the forest, maybe we could see Betty Lou. Vanessa works for her. She might know how to reach her. Alright, Will, what did you find this time? What's written on this crate? Snake bite. Sounds familiar. Yeah, maybe I'll remember you find something interesting inside. Hello, Mrs. Betty Lou. Is Vanessa here? She left. She said she didn't get enough money working in my establishment. I told her to clear off, go somewhere else and see for herself if I was paying her that bad. What? But any idea where she could have gone? No, and I don't give a damn. You think I can waste time wondering about stuff like that? I'm running a business here. Corporal Will, it seems Vanessa's still trying to run from the Bayo. It's still struggling to get enough money to do it, but where could she be now? Good idea. We can still have a look around the bar and see if we can find a clue about Vanessa's whereabouts. Well, now I remember why this crate you found in the forest was familiar to me. The moonshine makers out here, time to time, they put a dead snake in a bottle. Snake bite, got it? No, I shouldn't, but I never tried it before, and this stuff pretty rare. A small goat won't kill me anyway. Oh. Oh, move at. What? Get away from him, serpent. I don't feel so good. Dear Lord Corporal Will, I might know how to save your partner, but I'll need your help to identify what kind of venom it is. We had to be quick. Why did Frank think this was a good idea? Please, could you check this poor man's welts? It'll give us an idea of the seriousness of his condition. I don't know what this torn photo you picked up will show once you restore it, Corporal Will, but I hope it will help us find Vanessa. Great job, Corporal Will. The photo you found at the bar is in one piece. This girl is familiar. Blonde hair, that running makeup. Wait, that's true. It's Vanessa on the picture. She is. Why does she wear such an outfit? Maybe she's a model, or how could you be so sure? Well spotted. There's a number at the bottom of the photo. We could probably find what this is about if we send it to Hannah. I remember when Jones got sick from eating Margaret's cupcakes. This isn't the first time that they gotten sick over something, consuming something. So, yeah. As long as Amy doesn't do the same thing, I think we'll be fine. Praise be to the Lord, Corporal Will. Thanks to your sharp eye checking those welts, we know enough about the snake bite to figure out the antidote. The welts clearly show it's not a deadly snake, but your partner still needs medicine. How do you feel, Detective Knight? Oh dear, luckily an anti-venom can be made out of some local plants. If I give you the list, can you gather them for me, Corporal Will? There's no time to lose. Wonderful, Corporal Will. You found all the ingredients to make a proper anti-venom. And you say you're a forensics expert could take care of producing the anti-venom. Perfect. You had better bring the plants and your partner back to your station right straight away then. Well, the natural approach this priest proposed to cure the snake bites is pretty interesting. It'll be worth giving it a try. Corporal Will, what happened to Frank? Him just being an idiot, I guess. Well, Andrea, it seems he tried a bio-specialty snake bite. It's basically moonshine with a snake in a bottle. For some reason, this one bit him. Frank, you're totally irresponsible. What the hell were you thinking? He wasn't. Is he in danger? No. Thanks to Will and a recipe, I can make the anti-venom to fix him up. I'll just need some time. Well, I managed to create an anti-venom with the plants you gathered, and it worked remarkably well. How do you feel, Frank? A bit drowsy, but okay. Thanks. Frank, I've heard about your little misadventure. Doesn't the saying go, once bitten, twice shy? And yet I find it fascinating how you never seem to learn from past. Don't even go there, pal. This has nothing to do with what happened today. Interesting. You're not even conscious of repeating the same pattern, just in different shape. Really, Frank, I wish you just let me analyze these someday. I could write a thesis about your psyche. Keep dreaming. Anyway, thanks for saving me. Well, I guess I owe things to that priest as well. Alright, let's do this. Okay guys, I found the book matching the ref number on the photo you gave me. Pretty girl, by the way. This photo is from a book named Lost Souls, a collection of pictures of the so-called lost souls, drug addicts, homeless people, foster care kids, and of course, street walkers. Do you mean that Vanessa is a prostitute? Oh, sorry, Corporal Will. I was raised in a small town near the mountains, and prostitution wasn't exactly part of the scenery. I'm assuming that's White Peaks. Sorry, not assuming. I know it's White Peaks. Or at least I didn't notice it. It's true my brother did deal with prostitutes to do his job. I mean, he helped them, of course. He didn't. Haha. That's Amy's brother. What's his name? Duncan? Yeah, Duncan. Oh, I've never told you about my brother, Corporal Will. He used to be a police officer too. I hope you can meet him one day. I'm sure you get along. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get along with him. I know for a fact that we're going to be seeing him in the White Peak District, which won't be for a while, so yeah. He used to tell me about the cases he was working on. After a while, he became completely desensitized, but I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. I wonder what Vanessa faces every day, especially out here. The Bay is definitely not a welcoming place. She could be, I mean, she's about the same age as me. Where is she? You're right, I wonder if Betty knew Vanessa's a prostitute. Let's ask her about it. Padre, I came too well. Thanks for your help. Please don't thank me. It's the Almighty you have to thank for putting me on your path. Sure, if you say so. Bro, that's me with missionaries every single time on my campus. They're always coming around asking me, hey, can we like do a prayer for you? And I'm like, I'm an atheist, okay? I'm just trying to get by, go to class, or do my work. I don't have time. One time I did let someone do it, and yeah, I only did that because I was in a good mood. But chances are you'd probably see me accelerate on my scooter just to get away from them. The snake was a sign, my friend. A sign that you struggle to deal with things of the past. Some wounds are still open. I can feel it. Oh no, not you too. Look, I appreciate your concern, Padre, but the past's better left alone. I feel like we're going to learn about Frank's past probably towards the end of this whole game. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably like at one of the later districts for sure, since he's one of the main ones. Like main characters, I guess you could say. Like him and Amy. You will have to face it one day, you know. Corporal Will, please take these vouchers for the botanist, just in case your friend needs your help again. Betty Lou, did you know Vanessa's a prostitute? Is that why you were not cooperative when we asked you where she is? When I found out she wants to quit my bar for this, I just couldn't believe it. I'm giving her a decent job, but the only thing that counts is money. I was so mad when I saw her in this stupid book. I wanted to show her her true face, you know, but she just brushed it off. I don't know where she is right now. I don't give a damn. She wants to ruin her life. That's her problem. Well, you'll bump into Vanessa again. She's never far. I got some clothes lying around if you intend to rummage around in the Bayo. But in the meantime, why don't you have a burger on the house? Mullet? I don't think I can pull that off. Damn snake, I'm still having a headache. Sorry, Frank, but I'm more worried about Vanessa right now. Have you heard anything about her? Corporal Will and I have been trying to find her, but she's disappeared. Oh, we know Vanessa's dead in the next case at that point. Or at this point. You shouldn't get so involved, Amy. You see after a bit, you won't care. Frank, if you got things to tell me, my office door is always open. You don't need to write messages on beer coasters for Pete's sake. Hey, hold on. This beer coaster ain't mine. What's written on it? Dark secrets. Need to confess. What kind of message is that? Wait, you're right, Corporal Will. There's some more writings on the other side of the beer coaster. Damn it. It's all faded up. It's all faded. Up for a little powder challenge, Will? We need to know what's written on that coaster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vanessa's dead. Vanessa Kimmel. Yeah, Vanessa Kimmel, that's her initials. Good job. You recorded writings on that mysterious beer coaster. Let's see. Tonight, 10 p.m. VK. Is that some kind of meeting? Oh, that's true, Will. VK must stand for Vanessa Kimmel. So she sent us that beer coaster because she wants to meet us. But where? There's a tombstone on it. You're right, Will. Vanessa must mean the cemetery. She sure as heck chose the right place to reveal dark secrets. Oh yeah, she's dead. She's dead. And my bio probably killed her too. Looks like the story is gonna take a dark turn. Hope you're ready, Will. Well, at least we're just about done then with this district. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. In this case, this is getting juicy. We're getting closer and closer to the end. Well, we are at the end after this, technically. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. But, thank you guys for watching. I love you all. Get out. Oh yeah, I knew Vanessa was gonna die.